Boom! Welcome to Fight Heads MMA. It's me, Miss Nikki. And today, I told y'all know I be everywhere, so I know people everywhere. Today, I am bringing you two female fighters from the North Iowa fight card this weekend, this Saturday. These two ladies will be dusting it up against each other. I'm going to give each lady a chance to introduce herself. Let's go, starting with Lady D.
My name is Dana Van Rennerham. I'm an amateur fighter out of Ankeny, Iowa. I train at Elite Edge Transformation Center with Josh Neer and Joe Brammer. So out of Iowa, a little small town, so excited to get back up to North Iowa. And I want to start just by thanking Mike Estes up there for putting this show on. It's going to be huge, and I'm just really excited to be back up there for his show.
Absolutely. And you, young lady?
I'm Ashley Rosenbaum. I'm also an amateur MMA fighter. This will be my debut fight. I fight out of Roscoe, Illinois, under Jeremy Cuddle and Jonathan James. Excuse me. Super excited to come out, meet y'all. And I just want to thank Mike Estes for this opportunity.
All right, North Iowa Fights is on the block, y'all. They about to get a steamrolling again up there, Iowa, with the fights. And I'm telling y'all, I have seen some of these fighters live and in person fighting, and they give no less than anybody else in the fight community. They train hard. They look forward to their fights. They want to make weight. They want to be the best fighters that they can be coming in as Amis or pros up there in my Midwest. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, we bringing the sportsmanship and everything. These two ladies, Miss Nikki didn't know until just a couple of minutes ago, are going to be fighting each other this weekend. Lady Dana has one fight under her belt, and we know that Ashley is making her Ami debut in MMA. So this is going to be kind of smoke, y'all, because both ladies are going to come in. They're going to have a little bit of nerves. Even though Dana has one fight, she's still going to have a little bit of nerves. I'm pretty sure Ashley going to have some nerves. Let's talk about these nerves, ladies. So where are you at right now, Dana, in your mind? Physically, where you at, baby?
Yeah, no, that's a great question. Being an athlete my entire life, you'd think that these things are super easy to prepare for, but I can tell you after the last one, it's definitely the most emotionally draining process that I've ever gone through. I definitely feel much more comfortable this time around. My last fight was at a much heavier weight class. I actually fought at 170 pounds a couple of years ago for Mike back in 2019 at the North Iowa show. So I definitely am feeling much more comfortable and confident with this weight class. I've had a really good training session, and my teammates have really been pushing me, everybody there. So feeling confident going in, loose, ready to go, and just ready to have a good time, put on a good show for everybody involved.
Where are you two going to meet at this time?
145.
Okay, it looked like it, but I didn't want to assume anything because you're still getting ready for the fight. So, Ashley, where are you at, young lady?
I'm also feeling pretty good. My coaches and my teammates, they've been pushing me. They don't let me slack. I think I feel good.
You feel good?
Yes, ma'am.
Is 145 relatively where you guys want to stay at right now, or are you and your team talking about y'all just slowly going down a little bit more?
Josh and I have talked about this quite a bit, and it's been a couple of years coming. I knew that I definitely did not want to stay as heavy as I was, so I wanted to change that. So I definitely want to, see how this weekend goes and reevaluate. I'm feeling really good. I'm walking around at this weight, so I think that definitely a cut down to 135 is a possibility. But strength and staying where I'm at until kind of, like I said, reevaluating after this weekend.
Okay, and you, Lady Ashley?
I'm not sure. This is my first little dabble into it. I feel good walking around at this. I'm worried about dropping 135 because I like to eat,
I understand that. So, strength and conditioning, feeling good for both ladies?
Yeah, I like to do a lot of cross training. Not only training with the wrestling and the kickboxing and jujitsu at the gym, but I'm also training for a half marathon right now. So a lot of conditioning and a lot of biking, things like that. Love my weight training, so I like to dabble in a little bit of everything. I think that's kind of a beneficial approach, but I definitely feel I feel the best I've ever felt, truthfully.
You, Lady Ashley?
Yeah. Well, kudos
It's
about that
okay.
marathon. I think the most I've done is like a 5K. But yeah, we hit the gym. We do our strength conditioning. They give us a wide variety of stuff to do. So I'm
Okay.
feeling good.
So, where do you feel coming in, even as a newbie young lady, Ashley? Where do you feel your strength might be in your MMA fighting game?
You know, maybe my cardio.
Okay, that's a good strength to have, y'all. That's the perfect one. And how about you, Lady Dana? Where do you think your strength lies?
That's a tough question. I'm really bad at answering about strengths about myself. I think that I mentioned like I've played sports my entire life. I'm super hard headed, and not like in the physical sense. Like
Okay.
I I feel like nobody's going to outwork me, and I say that with no disrespect to you, Ashley. I just have that mentality about everybody. I'm going to work harder than you in the gym. I'm going to work harder than you in my conditioning and my cardio, and I'm confident in that. So I think that I adapt to situations well. If something's not necessarily going as well as I want to, I can adapt and kind of pivot off those things. So I think that definitely my mental game is one of my biggest strengths going into this.
That's awesome for both ladies. Y'all need both of those two going into a fight, whether it's amateur or pro. So that's a good look, ladies. I'm glad you guys are right there in that moment too. How about living in these moments for both of you? Are you living in the moment? Or are you ahead? Are you already at the fight? Where you at?
I definitely, I am anticipating Saturday, but before we get to Saturday, I got to get to tomorrow morning, and I got to finish up my training, and then I got to get to weigh-ins, and like I said, I'm feeling pretty comfortable about that. But I definitely try to stay in the moment. I'd be lying if I said that I've been a little less focused at work this week. Um, Probably spending a little bit more time visualizing than I should be, but that's part of it. And I think I'm thankful to have a support system that understands that and is encouraging of it. But I definitely, I'm ready to get to Saturday for sure.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. We started training a couple of weeks ago, and it didn't really feel real until like the last 2 weeks, and then it's kind of been like a countdown. I'm super stoked and excited and nervous, and all the good emotions all rolled into one. But
Okay.
I also, yeah, my other half, he's been like, when I get super frustrated and emotional, he lets me talk it out, and he understands. So, yeah.
Okay, okay, that's what I'm talking about. Do you ladies know each other at all, or will you just be meeting for the first time when y'all go to weigh-ins?
We'll be meeting for this first time.
Okay, well, that's absolutely good news. That means no extra drama for y'all coming in. Y'all can just really concentrate on being the best fighter that you can in that moment. Let's talk about those teams y'all are rolling with through here right now. Oh yeah, Mr. Josh there, his people, you and your people, Ashley. Look what's good. So how does it feel to be up under the tutelage of somebody like Mr. Nair? Like he's been through the gauntlet. He started where y'all started. He done made his professional career and fought all of that, and now he's back being a coach and
Right.
mentor to you guys. How does that feel being underneath him?
Working with Josh is definitely a wild ride. He knows his stuff, but he definitely holds us to a certain expectation too. So it definitely fits with the type of mentality I'm involved with. So between him and Joe Brammer, also just the experience that they both have in the UFC, it's a great place to be. We have a lot of opportunity at Elite Edge to work with different people. Actually, Saturday morning before the fights, Nate Diaz and Randy Spence are putting on a seminar at Elite Edge. So we'll have both a kickboxing and a jiu-jitsu seminar that morning. Jeremy Stevens has done income seminars. We're just really lucky to have a wealth of people that we're connected to and that we can get different perspectives on, because obviously we all have different niches in our fight games and could use improvement elsewhere. So working with Josh, working with Joe, working with everybody that comes and visits is definitely a blessing, and I'm extremely lucky. And like I said, we hold each other to a certain expectation. Ashley mentioned earlier how her teammates don't let her slack, and I think definitely, especially as female fighters, it's important that we don't allow ourselves to slack and that we kind of keep up with the men and show them that, we deserve to be here just as much, if not more than you do. And I know that my teammates will agree with me when I say that. They'll thank me after practice, just like I'll thank them. And, it's just part of it. We're a family, and I wouldn't want to train anywhere else.
Okay. And you, Lady Ashley?
Well, I feel honored, actually. And I know it sounds kind of corny, but my coaches, they spend so much time for us. And the De La Rosa team, we've got 5 fighters coming. So I can only imagine the amount of mental work it takes for the coaches to form up, plans for all 5 of us, make sure that we're all improving where we need. My main coach, Jeremy Cuddle, his fight name is actually Jeremy the Crucifier Cuddle. And then Jonathan James, he used to fight a couple years ago in the ring. He's got an adorable, I think he's 8 months old now, his son. And then Jeremy Cuddle, his higher up, it's Aurelio De La Rosa. And like Dana was saying, everyone brings them something new to the table. And yeah.
Exciting, huh?
Yeah.
So you guys are here. It's 2 days before. What's going through your mind? Even right now, talking to Miss Nikki, what's going through your mind?
I can tell you that I'm more shaky and nervous right now for talking to you all. So I'm more nervous in this scenario than I am looking forward to Saturday. I really too, just like Ashley said, I'm ready to eat a little bit of food. So I'm kind of looking forward to, finishing out the rest of my day here, enjoying some time with my family tonight to have some downtime. And then, like I said, finishing up that weight cut in the morning and getting to weigh-ins tomorrow afternoon. Really just trying to stay as focused as I can with it, as few of distractions as I can with, a world that's full of them.
Okay. And you, Lady Ashley?
I sound like a copycat, but yeah, that's
You can answer the next question first. How about that?
Yeah, my coaches, they pounded in the physical, the cardio, the strength. They didn't really prep me for the talking to folks part 2.
That's okay. You've been doing very well, young lady. I'm very proud of you. Yes, I am super excited for you guys. I'm sorry I'm not going to be at the show, but I am super excited for you ladies to dust it up. Is there any energy between you guys being in this feed together?
I don't think so. I mean,
facing your opponent before you actually face them, this is a real moment for you two.
I told you I would let you go first, so you can go ahead and answer that first if you want to.
I've been sitting here checking out Dana's shirt, so
I just bought this yesterday.
It's nice. I love
it's my dad goes on vacation shirt. That's what I've labeled it as.
You got the New Balances to go with it though?
Not today. I should though. I should get some of those. The white ones with the blue N on the side.
Exactly.
I'm sure my dad actually does have some of them. But no, I very much am somebody who just I'm here for the sport itself. Actually, a couple years ago when I fought Jill Diddy at, like I said, at 170 for Mike up at Mason City, and we didn't know each other either going into the fight. And she actually sent me a message the other day on social media, and it was just hey, I've kind of been following your training, just wishing you the best of luck. We won fight of the night that night. The place was in an uproar. It was a good, solid fight. And so I just definitely I am very much somebody who comes from a place of utmost respect. Ashley, I know how hard you're training. for me, there's never going to be any type of animosity like that unless, I mean, somebody gives me a reason to, and I don't anticipate that happening. But I'm just looking forward to the competition. And like I said, even without knowing you, just so much respect for you as a fighter.
Who got that W between you and your first opponent?
Oh, shoot. I lost a split decision.
Okay.
So I mean, I'm not going to necessarily comment either way on that, but I think that it was pretty up in the air between everybody.
Oh, wow.
Even Mike told me that he thought I pulled away with it. So like I said though, I have nothing but respect for Jill. She's super strong, athletic, fit fighter, and can definitely take a hit. So don't want to take anything away from her, but I did lose a split decision in that.
Okay, so we are possibly, because you guys are so young in your early in your career, we're gonna see you somewhere at some level, whether it's back at North Iowa or on another promotion. We'll see you ladies meet up again in your future fight career. But I am excited for you right now. Look, you're pretty much even Steven going into this fight. You seem like you're both prepared and you know what you're facing. You're not going in with this crazy idea of just one knockout punch and you guys are ready to go into them deep waters with each other. It sounds like to me. I wouldn't expect no less from any fighter that Mr. Estes sends my way to talk to and building up for, future. Are you excited? You excited now?
I'm ready to go. Yeah,
Ah!
excited doesn't necessarily cover it. It's been 2 years, and 2 years is way too long. So
How
ready to
hard
get
was
back
it?
in there.
How hard was it for you ladies during the pandemic to just like stay active and stay working out, doing your regular regimen and trying to stay, and get to that place where you would be ready when stuff started back? How hard was it?
Well, if I may make a confession, I kind of started in November, so it was a bit after all the lockdown restrictions loosened up. So
Okay.
for me, it wasn't too bad. I don't know about you, Dana.
Yeah, I kind of had a unique experience because of the work I was doing. I didn't necessarily get to stay shut in because of COVID, and I'm lucky enough to have a home gym that I can utilize for my strength and conditioning. Um, Full disclosure, I actually had a major surgery in January of this year. So I had a repair done, and when would it have been that I started back up? So about 3.5 months, 4 months after that. So April probably was when I started really hitting things hard again. Obviously, I'd been training up until the day before surgery. And then afterwards, I did my PT. I followed the doctor's guidelines as closely as I could, being as stubborn as I am. And like I said, now I feel like my cardio, my overall athleticism is really just at a level that it never could have been at before having that surgery and having that repair. So overall, COVID didn't really affect my ability to access a gym, which I know that I'm extremely thankful for and privileged to have that experience. But yeah, so that's kind of my experience with the whole thing.
Smoke from both sides, y'all. Full disclosures from both sides, y'all. We are going to see who's going to be able to capitalize on Saturday on what's going on today. Yes, we're going to see. We're going to see. We are going. This is going to be a good one, y'all, because both ladies are ready. They are so excited. There's Hey, look, there's not even extra smoke with them, so they can go in there and just fight. So that's going to be the greatest part, is to see them just go in there and let them hands go. Oh, yes. Oh my goodness. So let me ask you, ladies, did you happen to see the Dillashaw Sandhagen card or any of it? Did y'all check out any of the girl fights up there?
I was not able to see any of it.
Okay. Maybe next time we talk leading into your fight, because I ain't even gonna be able to ask you at your post fight interview. Miss Nikki want her post fight interviews too from both of you ladies, and I'll take you both at the same time, just like we did today. So
Perfect.
yeah, that would be great to have both of y'all and tell each side at one time and get the people involved. So yes, it's time. It is time. Who is your biggest Who would you say would be your biggest influence as a fighter from our world, from combat sports? Who's your biggest influencer?
I mean, the easy answer would be Josh because I've worked with him for so long and the work he does on the regular. But if we're looking for a more outside the box answer, it's still a pretty typical answer, I'd say, for a female fighter. But Ronda Rousey, really just paved the way for a lot of us. And beyond the fighting aspect of what Ronda does, her vocalization and speaking out about the importance of things like mental health has been a big piece of, her inspiration to me, reading her book and things like that. So, unfortunately, she's not, any longer participating in the sport, but I think that definitely still, she definitely plays a huge role in who I am as a fighter, especially my mental aspect.
I think she took the sport to a whole nother level when she went over and started doing WWE. We just had never had a crossover like that, and I think she
Right.
took everybody to a whole nother level. So that I love that. Yes. What's your cause? What's your cause?
What do I do this for, or what's my cause? What do you mean there?
Moving forward, like every fighter usually has a cause that they would like to have a donation or something sent to. Do you have a cause at this point in your fight career, or is
Not
there
at this
a
point. I mean, like I mentioned, I too am a big advocate for the mental health. We see everything
okay?
that's going on with the Olympics right now, and Simone Biles and her decision to take care of herself before participating in an athletic event, and I have the utmost respect for that.
Are
So I
you
think, go ahead.
are you ladies surprised that the world is behaving that way towards her for making that decision? Are you in the least bit surprised? I mean, are we really?
Absolutely not surprised at all. Disappointed.
Right. Absolutely. Yes. Yes. And damn, what can you say? I'm just glad she made the decision that was best for her. I'm glad that she
Absolutely.
had the tools. I'm glad she had the support system, and she's gonna be all right. We gonna be all right for whatever reason that she did bow out. We gonna be all right. We living. Ain't nobody killed over from Simone Biles not performing at the Olympics. She ain't killed over. We gonna be all right, people. Let that girl live. She done gave us so much up until this point. Y'all can't let a person live. They work so hard. Even
Right.
in the moments that we don't get to see y'all working hard. So, like, fall back, people, fall back just a little bit. Yes. Dang. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, so anybody got a football team they like up there? Anybody? Who's your favorite football team?
I I threw myself under the bus saying that I didn't see the fights this weekend. I don't watch a whole lot of professional sports. If I claim a football team, it's the Denver Broncos just because I have
Okay.
family in Denver. But
Okay.
I'm like a college softball fan. That's about all
Oh,
I've got going.
okay. So Miss Nikki better learn some college softball if she want to have that conversation with you. Okay, I'll dig a dib a little bit and see what's happening. How about
Perfect.
you, Lady Ashley?
Well, I may train out of Illinois, but I'm a cheesehead through and through. Packer.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Okay, Miss Cheesehead. All right. Yes, yes. So what did y'all think about Clarissa Shields making her crossover debut from boxing into MMA?
I mean, a lot of respect. It's difficult to learn things. Like if you come from a boxing background, like I wrestled when I was younger, so like for me that was natural. Learning boxing was like second easiest, and then throw in jujitsu and it's like you're pulling a blanket over my head to like teach me the very basics back when I started. So I mean, nothing but respect for anybody that branches out and tries to make a better move in their career.
Right, right. Did you guys feel like she was it was exciting to see her do that and bring more eyes from boxing over to the female side of our MMA community?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like I said, anybody, like I mentioned, Rhonda and the work that she's done for the fight community. Anybody that's willing to pave the way. I'm not necessarily that person, so much respect for anybody that's willing to kind of stick their neck out there and do that.
Ah, You guys are not that person maybe in this moment, but your future holds so much for you.
I hear you.
So we don't know what is going to come from YouTube. We don't know. Just exciting to see, be with you guys on this journey and starting at this level with you guys and be able to watch you grow and get all that y'all can. It's going to be exciting for Miss Nikki. So I thank you, ladies, for even being motivated enough and having the will to even go into the gym every day and sacrifice your mind, your body, and everything, time with your families to make this happen. Even on an amateur level, people don't even understand that y'all put in the same exact work as the pros do. Maybe not, you know what I'm saying? Because y'all have so many people at y'all, you know what I'm saying? But at this level, it takes your own self-determination to get up every morning and because you don't have no paychecks and people throwing money at you to make sure you're getting up and doing what you got to do. So thank you, ladies. We appreciate you so very much. Is there anything that we didn't talk about that I didn't ask you that you want to say? You got any shout outs to sponsors or anybody, just supporting?
No, I mean, like I said, again, just the biggest thanks to Mike. I had the time of my life at his show back in 2019, and this one's just going to be even bigger and better. So, Mike Estes up there with his Mason City Fight team, just doing all that work. And then, obviously, like I said, Josh and Joe over at Elite Edge. I don't have any sponsors I need to give a shout out to. I'm kind of a lone wolf here rolling on my own, but my teammates and my family and my friends that have put up with, you mentioned, sacrificing time with them. That's definitely the hardest part of this sport for me is, going to family dinner and not being able to eat what my mom makes, or my dad making homemade ice cream and not being able to have a bowl of that. Like, it's tough. And they have so graciously supported me throughout all of it and have never asked questions. So those are the people that I do this for, my nieces and my nephews, who might not really understand what's going on, but are there smiling to give me a hug after long days and things like that. So just super grateful for my personal support system as moving forward.
Understood. Ashley?
Yeah, if I can also second Mike Estes, my other half and I, we went out there in April to see one of our teammates, Colby Keefe. He was out there, yeah. And the entire time I'm sitting there talking, his name's Andy. I'm like, I want to do this. Like, I want to do this. And Mike, thank you for giving me this opportunity. And my coaches, Jeremy, Jonathan, and Pastor Tim, who says Sundays are only on Sunday. So he has no qualms with putting us to work the rest of the week. And, my family, my friends, my dad, I always hear in my head, you can do anything you want to do. You put your mind to it. I know you're going to do it. So I think those are all the folks I've got. Also you. Thank you, Miss. Thank you for the interview.
Oh, ladies, you are very welcome. Come on, it's my honor to come on now. I'll never know where greatness is gonna pop up. And the last time somebody reached out to Miss Nikki and was like, go see this lady up there in Mason City, I ended up with a bare knuckle fighting champion.
Hell yeah.
Out of Helen Peralta. That's what ended up happening for Miss Nikki and for Helen. So always the door is open. Always. Like I said, Miss Nikki want her post-fight interviews. Whenever you ladies are ready for me, you let me know and we can get it popping so we can tell them what happened in this fight. It's going to be streamed. This fight is going to be streamed. Do y'all know it's going to be streamed?
Yeah.
Yeah. Spectation Sports. It's on pay-per-view. I'll send you the link when we get done here.
Okay.
So that you can have it.
Okay, so I'll try to remember to put that up. So people, I'll try to remember. I promise I'll try to remember to put that up. But y'all heard what she said. Spectation Sports, y'all find it so y'all can stream this fight between these two young ladies and all the other awesome fights that Mr. Mike Estes, former 170 Bellator champion, has put together for his AMI fighters up there in North Iowa fights. Yes, he is doing it. He's getting it done. He's trying to give these guys and girls a place to showcase their skills. And look, y'all gonna miss out because they fight just as well, if not better, than some of y'all done seen around way. So come on, y'all, tune in, or you're gonna miss it. So thank you, ladies, again, and thank you to both gyms for allowing your ladies to get up here and showcase and talk about everything that they're getting ready to do and what they're looking forward to moving in their future fight careers. So thank you, everybody.
Thank you. I mean, I hope that we can just bring the amount of energy to our fight on Saturday that you bring to this podcast. So
Uh,
thanks for the inspiration.
I have no doubt in my mind, ladies, that you guys will bring it. Y'all gonna bring it. It doesn't matter, even if it's a quiet fight. As long as y'all getting in and doing what y'all supposed to, Miss Nikki ain't got no problem with it being quiet. Not at all. Let's do it. Make them want to be. See, people forget how much when they be keyboard warring on social media, they be forgetting how much they really want to be y'all. They really be forgetting how much they wish they had what y'all had to go in there and do what y'all do. So at the end of the day, Miss Nikki has nothing but love and respect and admiration for all that y'all put in. So
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes. See you later, ladies.
Thank you. Have a good one.
You're welcome, babies. There y'all have it. These two ladies, I didn't even know until a couple minutes before we got into the live that these two ladies were going to fight. This is going to be awesome. Y'all see, both ladies are ready. Like, there was no extraness that they had to bring to this because this is all energy for them. This is all them going in to prove who is the better lady at 145 come Saturday. And y'all, I know sometimes y'all be thinking, why was the ass that? I get them to say things that they normally or probably was not trying to tell me. So I know, coming from that area, that a lot of people, men and women, the females and the males, are wrestlers. So I needed to figure out who was going to be bringing that wrestling background. And we seen that eventually Lady Dana turned it loose and she's got a little bit of wrestling background. We didn't even get to ask Ashley or make her tell us, but I just kind of wanted them to be comfortable and get get comfortable with this kind of space going into their fight career. And eventually, come Saturday, we're going to find out. We're going to find out. We're going to find out. So with that being said, it was an honor and a pleasure to interview these two young ladies from up there in the Midwest, going to fight on this North Iowa fight card come Saturday. You heard what they said. Mr. Diaz is having a camp there at Mr. Near's gym Friday, I believe, or maybe Saturday before the fights. But it's a lot going on this weekend for these two ladies, and they're going to have to keep their self calm in the midst of all this going on around them until they get in there and be able to release that energy. Um, Another card Miss Nikki should have been at. I'm sorry, guys and girls, that I'm not there, but y'all see me soon. So, with that being said, smoke. Smoke, smoke, smoke. Miss Nikki is going to take that link that her fighter is sending, and I'm going to put it up for you guys so that you all can go and see the stream and see these two young ladies give it all that they got come Saturday. And I'm so vested because I know the hard work that Mike and his wife and everybody, that's in that very, very, very small circle that they have to do their North Iowa fight promotions, have worked so hard to put together. And Mike is very conscious of the people that they get matched up. They never try to match anybody that's overmatched, or, he really takes it because he's been a Bellator champion. So he takes this seriously. So he wants fighters that are serious, even at the amateur level. So he's got Peter Keepers. He's got a whole team, the Mason City Fight Team, Gracie Fighters. Yes, he has a whole fight team that Miss Nikki has met and has interviewed. So with that being said, be looking forward to because I got to catch Mike when he's not planning a whole fight card. I didn't even ask him how many fights is on the card. maybe between now and then I can have a little conversation with him in Messenger, and he'll give me some more information that Miss Nikki can put out. But at the end of the day, he got to make sure that everybody shows up, and that's what he's waiting for, to make sure everybody shows up, so that he can account for all the fights before being overwhelmed or excited. So, with that being said, North Iowa Fights will be streaming this weekend. Miss Nikki will put the information out. You guys don't fucking miss this. This is gonna be awesome. Y'all get to see some of these Midwest fighters. These guys, them cornbread fighters. Yes, the cornbread fighters. So, yeah, y'all get to see them. See how they put it down. See if they work in their top game. See if they work in their bottom game. See if they work in their takedown defense. See if they work in defense at all. See if they working on cutting off the cage for people. See if they what do they work? They jabs. What they do? How do they make it work for them? So it's all relative, you guys and girls. It's all relative. So y'all got to support each other. Y'all got to root for each other, and y'all got to share information with each other. So y'all can make each other better. It's not just about making yourself better, it's about making each other better too. So iron sharpens iron, you guys. Um, Miss Nikki, never here to participate, here to dominate. Love, peace, and hair grease. And we will see you soon. Boom, 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 boom.